Hello, this is Deborah Yao with Black Education TV, and I'm going to be weighing in on a very dangerous chemical that is placed in a lot of diet drinks. I'm weighing in on this for those of you who are not hip to what's going on. I know some of my viewers are, but for those who are not, this is for you. A lot of people drink diet sodas thinking that they're making a better choice, in which you are not making a better choice. I'm going to read this article and then I'm going to just kind of discuss a little bit more about this chemical that is being placed in your diet drinks, your diet sodas. The article is entitled Diet Soda's Worst Fear Coming True. Massive study links aspartame to major problems. Diet sodas, as concerns about health epidemic plagues the nation. Demand and sales have plunged as consumers try to make better choices. Aspartame is the most dangerous sweetener used in our food supply, causing seizures and a host of other health issues. In one study, was shown that women who drink 2 or more diet drinks a day have much higher cardiovascular disease rates and are more likely to die from disease. According to the largest study done of the University of Iowa, in comparison to women that never or only rarely consume diet drinks, those who consume 2 or more a day are 30% more likely to have a cardiovascular problem and 50% more likely to die from related diseases. According to Dr. Ankur Vyas, it is the largest studies on this topic, and our findings are consistent with some previous data, especially those linking diet drinks to the metabolic syndrome. After researchers adjusted the data to account for demographic characteristics and other cardiovascular risk factors like body mass index, salt intake, diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, smoking, hormone therapy use, physical activity, energy intake, and sugar-sweetened beverage intake, the association persisted. Women that eat 2 or more diet drinks a day were younger. Now, you all keep in mind, I'm reading someone else's article, so it said women that eat. they meant to say women that drink 2 or more diet drinks a day were younger, more likely to be smokers, and had a higher prevalence of diabetes, high blood pressure, and a higher body mass index. This study comes on the heels of reports of already slipping sales of diet soda, one of the largest aspartame markets, according to Time magazine. Okay, the reason for the decline can be growing awareness of the obesity epidemic in the U.S., and growing health concerns surrounding sugar-sweetened beverages. The beverage industry is shrinking under the scrutiny. According to Reuters, industry experts, the diet-branded drinks suffer a loss of sales with concerns over artificial sweeteners. This study should add fuel to the movement away from artificial sweeteners. Plenty of natural sweeteners exist that people can choose that are much healthier than aspartame. Other important notes is that the overall sales of soda going down also means that less people are being exposed to mostly GM, high fructose corn syrup, which carries a whole host of health risk as well. Okay, now that's the end of the article. I'm just going to weigh in on this because I remember, I'd say more than 15 years ago, my husband and I, we began to drink, diet drinks with aspartame. We were doing other things as well, such as Slim Fast, and, just trying to eat healthier is what we thought we were doing, having healthier beverage choices. But I'm so grateful. It's more than 15 years ago. I'm just going back as far as I can remember when we lived in Michigan. So I know it's been more than 15 years because we've been here almost 12 years. So yeah, definitely more than 15 years. But anyway, I remember there was a period to where we were drinking these diet sodas, mostly Diet Pepsi and Mountain Dew and stuff like that, as if we thought we were drinking something healthy, a healthier replacement for regular sodas. And we began to notice this lump that was growing on the back of my husband's head. We noticed the increased headaches. All of this kind of stuff was happening after drinking all of this diet soda. So when they tell you they're trying to give you something that's better for you, they call it diet and all this different stuff. That is an appropriate name. Diet. Diet. D-I-E. T. This stuff is not healthy for us, family. And yet we consume it. Even if you're not drinking the diet sodas, but you're drinking just the regular sodas. Now, they have the high fructose corn syrup, which is a whole other problem. So the best thing to do is for us to start making healthier choices. If we want to repair our bodies and our health, we can't continue down this path. And a lot of people don't know, and so they continue to drink these things. But once you know, you are responsible for what you know. So what I'm saying to you, family, those of you who still drink these beverages, why don't you do the research yourself? Do your research on high fructose corn syrup and aspartame and see exactly what it is you are doing to your body for yourself. Because we have choices now. We have made the choice ourselves in this house to drink more tea, more juices that we make ourselves, and of course more water, you know. And we know the water is messed up too, but there are things you can do to the water to purify it, you see. But it's definitely a lot better than these drinks that they're selling to you with these chemicals in them. Healthier choices start in your mind, where you say, look, I know I've done all this damage to my body over the years, but I want to do something to make changes. I want to change what I have done. I want to undo what I have done to my own body. A lot of you already know about these aspartames and the high fructose corn syrup and all these other chemicals and things of that nature. You know about them, but you choose to drink the stuff anyway. Some of you know about them and have decided not to drink these things. But if you want to live a happier, healthier life, you have to start somewhere, family. And eating and drinking, you are what you eat and what you drink. And we've done decades of damage to our bodies. Those of us who are 30, 40, 50 years old, 60, decades of damage. You can undo some of the damage by making healthier choices now. Day by day, one step at a time, we have decided to make those choices. Some of us 10 steps at a time, some 20. Some of us are stopping cold turkey on all of this nonsense and saying, look, I'm not going to treat my body like this anymore. So, family, what I want you to do, start with your beverages. I guarantee that if you start to make things like raspberry or strawberry lemonade with honey, guess what? I guarantee you will love it. Much healthier choices. In the fall and in the winter time, different teas with elderberry and other fruits and herbs and peppermint and different types of teas, chamomile. Sweetened with honey, this stuff tastes great. In the spring and summer, you can just break out the iced drinks, the iced lemonade, the strawberry lemonade, the various juices and smoothies and things of that nature. I guarantee you will love it. Healthier choices start in the mind. Once you realize that you have done damage, try to fix it. Don't continue in the same path. Make better choices. Better choices begin in the mind. So, family, together we need to fix our bodies. We need to get our children used to it. I remember there was a young man we knew who said that when he was a baby, he was only a few months old, he said he spent 2 months in the hospital because he was being given Kool-Aid and pop in his baby bottle. as a replacement for milk, and it made him extremely sick. Now, I know some will say, well, maybe the mom didn't know any better. Maybe she didn't. But look at what it did to her child because she didn't know better. The Bible actually says that my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, for the lack of knowing. You can hurt your own child. So if you have children, you owe it to your children to not give them this garbage and to make healthier choices. Healthier choices begin in the mind. Realizing that we've made mistakes, but we must fix them and learn from them. Okay, family, aspartame, high fructose corn syrup, and too much sugar is not good for you. I know it may be difficult to scale back completely off of the sugar right away, but if we start to look at it like our lives depend on it, we will make changes. I, for one, have really tried to cut back, way back on my sugar. I like to sweeten my drinks with honey. We found a great source for honey. There's a farmer who who makes his own honey, and it tastes delicious. I don't know what that stuff in the store was they were selling to us, calling it honey, but it tastes nothing like what this local farmer produces. He produces the real deal. And with that, family, I will say shalom.